Well, I had to choose between my girlfriend and this, so.
Hey, well, you made a good decision, man. There'll always be another Happy Valentine's Day. So tonight is the career fair at Augusta Lawn Care, and so we'll be having, I think, like 10 people there that are potential hires, and we're looking for 2 and probably 3 people to join the team. For those of you on the course, I'm going to record the entire thing so you know exactly how to make these presentations and get really good prospects for your next employee, and especially coming to spring. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works exactly. I've never done one of these career fairs before. Essentially how it's going to be set up is I'm going to provide food and all that good stuff, and then I am going to do a presentation, just like talk to them about the company's history, kind of where we're going, what our goals are, and plans for the future. Then we'll talk about the specific job positions that are open, what the requirements are, what the positive, like our culture. And I think it would be super effective for all small businesses to have these kind of career fairs after they've already done an application, and then at the career fair they sign up for an interview. It really just proves that you're really committed to them and you really portray what the business is all about and the training that they're going to get once they jump on board. And if you show that kind of level of commitment to them and that you're really invested, you know, you're having an entire evening, you're giving them food, you're doing a presentation, it really just shows that you're really serious about what you're doing. You're not just going to try someone out because those rarely work out. All right, so we're at the office now. It's 3:30. At 4 o'clock, this place is going to be jam-packed. We got 10 potential new employees showing up today. So we got chairs out. We're going to have pizza. We already got a bunch of drinks over here and then more in the fridge. So how it's going to work here is they're going to come in. They're going to get their little name tag and write their name on it. I'm going to just record this. I'm just going to set the camera down, so probably not going to be the best of footage, but hopefully you all can at least get an idea of what I'm talking about during the presentation and get an idea of what you should be doing for your employee introduction. We call it career fair, not job fair, because we're looking for people long-term make this their career. Everyone out, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. That means a whole lot. Oh, because it was going to be last Tuesday when it snowed.
You're giving me time, man. Now I can.
It was a good excuse. You're like, you know what? I gotta go. No chocolate, no roses this year.
Well, I had to choose between my girlfriend and this, so.
Hey, well, you made a good decision, man. There'll always be another Happy Valentine's Day. I started Augusta Lawn Care 3 years ago. 3 years ago as of March. And so this is our 3rd year. It started off with just me by myself in a trailer. That's the uniform we used to have. And so future going forward, we're really looking to expand. I know that mowing a lawn is not the most exciting thing to do. I know that trimming trees and raking mulch is the most exciting thing to do, but it's really kind of the ground level. And so as we grow quickly and we get a lot of people, we'll need people to manage, and those people will be drawn on the people who come up first. And so the people who we on our first 4 or 5 hires, those are the people who can grow with us, become a management for an entire location, things like that. Become an estimator. So there's definitely room to grow. You are capable in and of yourself. You're independent. That's what we're looking for. I'm not looking for a yes man. I'm looking for people that challenge me on my marketing ideas, how we run the business, and that's how we're going to grow. Our team culture is something that's super, super, super important to me as we go forward. I know that right now we're small, and we're, to talk about culture is usually something a corporation, like a Fortune 500 company is talking about. But this is the most important thing for me this year. I kind of dropped the ball last year because I have a podcast and other stuff about things I do. And so it kind of pulled me away from the business a little bit, and I failed in this regard. And that is communicating with everyone like every single day, getting to know people more, and knowing where everyone's at. And so you'll notice if you get a job offer on your employee contract, you can be fired for doing something against another person in the organization. You get 1 strike. I'm going to warn you, or we're going to talk about it as a team, and then after that, you're out. That's the one thing I won't deal with, is undermining either management or even someone below you, however it is, putting them down, whatever it is. That is the one thing that would get you fired the fastest. I really believe that coming to work shouldn't be a drudgery. There should be no tension between people. Like, I know that you're not going to get along with everyone, but like, definitely as we work together, a team, as we grow, that's what I feel is the most important thing. You might break a window, like Josh has broken a window too. I've broken windows. I didn't even scold, that. Remember that first one out next to the water? Yeah. And so, it was a $700 glass window, right? And so,
Which one by the water?
Did you 2 of them, right? So, what was the second one? Laura Brand and
And the one where we did the Hill of Thorns.
Oh,
We weren't
oh,
sure.
right,
Sure.
right. We weren't sure if that was us or not, but it probably was. Anyways, so like I don't get mad over that stuff. Like if it's an accident, I get it. We're gonna be joining on the ones that are gonna be in 5-10 years, the ones who are managing locations and many people, and I want that to be solid. And so this is gonna be the biggest thing this year that will be changing. Everything from like our team meetings every week now. We'll be incorporating things to grow as a team, as people, and not just as far as our work. So we'll be doing things like I'll be getting everyone whatever kind of book they want or Audible, like to listen throughout the day. Like I want to grow as people too. So if you're interested in a certain field, or if you're interested in management or business, like we can go over how we run the business. And so I'm all about that, and I want this to be in 10 years a place where you tell your children, hey, this is a great place to start your career or even to grow with them. And so that's what I'm looking to create here. I'm not trying to create the most profitable enterprise or the biggest brand or whatever like that. I'm really interested in the people that work here. But there are times, obviously this is a seasonal business. We're super busy spring and fall, a little bit of a slowdown in the summer, and then slower in the winter. We're really working on leveling that out by getting more commercial jobs. So commercial work allows us to keep people full-time throughout the winter. Like we are on top of people about efficiency. Like that's the one way we make money in this business is efficiency. So whether it be on the new implementation of our system where you have an app and you have all your jobs and you're starting clocking in on one, you go through that one, clock out. Like we know it down to the minute if we're making money, if we're losing money. And so it's all about efficiency. And so we're not going to be like on your back, like what are you doing right now? What are you doing? Like, we're not going to be like that, but we are tracking every single thing because that's the only way we can really know if we're going to be able to scale this out and we can't grow and get a second location. Like for me personally, I know that when we get second and third location, that's when people within the organization can grow with us. And so I'm trying to get there as fast as possible. And so this year I know that like how much money we need to save in order to get Bellingham location, and like that's the goal. So like Liz knows I cut my salary in half because like that's the goal. And so everything is really centered around that, whether it be getting commercial jobs, leveling out the winter, getting the right people on board. It's all centered around really for us to grow and to get to that place. Yeah, so like don't sign up for an interview if this is a summer job and then you're gonna leave. We want people here for like 2-3 years. Obviously if something happens to you, family, I get that, like that's totally fine. But we are looking for someone at least, stay with us and to grow with us. And you're gonna see it reflected in your paycheck and all like what you're doing, and you're gonna learn a lot, right? But at the same time, we need that commitment for us to grow steadily. We can't have like this turnover like crazy. And so, if you just want a summer job, I can recommend you other places. That first Monday is gonna be when you get your uniforms. When we watch all the videos for tutorials on how to do everything around here, and you can ask questions during that time and stuff. But then the Tuesday. So that's now that week. Tuesday we'd go out and actually do it in the field. So we're gonna go to Harborside Apartments, which is in Blaine, one of our commercial contracts, and do all the mowing stuff. So you're gonna learn firsthand on the ZeroTurn with me and Josh and everyone else there. I'll say you're mowing, and you start, and then you can leave job notes. You can take a picture and it'll attach it to that to the office. So like big thing, the only thing that separates us from our competition is our communication. So that's communication from the office to the crew to the office, and the office back to the customer.
So you can almost ask a question without you being on the job.
Right, absolutely. Like that's the big kind of what we're learning right now is how to get me not at every single job.
I bet.
And so we're gonna drop some balls. Like we're still learning in that process. Like we'll make mistakes, and it's like, oh my goodness, I knew that, but I wasn't there, and I should have been. Like so, like we're trying to figure out how to do that, make it more efficient. So as we grow, like I can't be at every single mowing job. I can't be at every single even landscaping job. I need people to do a walkthrough with a customer, things like that I can teach to people, and they do it, and we move forward. But yeah, as far as our system that we use, everything is from billing to scheduling to routing. Everything's on that app that we use. So, anything else? No? All right, cool. Pizza. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Tell your wives and girlfriends I'm sorry. Blame it on me.